Maverick Vinales returned to racing at Aragon with Aprilia after being withdrawn from the Styrian Grand Prix by Yamaha. With Aprilia's other rider Aleix Espargaro finishing on the podium in the previous race, many felt that Viñales could finish in the top 10. He could only manage an 18th place finish, but Viñales sees it as a positive, and he has now explained why, as quoted by the race. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, why it was a wish come true for Maverick Vinales despite being 18th in Aragon. Viñales began by explaining why the race was a positive. The race was positive for me, and I understood many things on the bike, especially the areas where we need to work. It's quite clear what points of the track I need to improve in to be a little bit faster, and when we do this, I think we'll make a big step. He then stressed on the need to keep gaining experience. But we just need to keep doing laps, to understand well, and for me to know the bike a little bit more, and to be able to push a little more. I did the same pace as I did in FP4, and I didn't lose any grip, which is important as well. He then spoke about the first few laps of the Aragon Grand Prix. I had good potential at the beginning of the race, but I felt a little limited as I had some riders in front and didn't know the bike, didn't know how much I could push, but in the middle of the race I felt quite nice. He then explained how he gradually progressed through the race. At the end we could push. I need to recollect the information from the race. The team needs to understand me and I need to understand them, and in the end we have to be fast for 40 minutes. It's hard because everyone is going fast, but step by step I'm completely sure that we will arrive. He then expressed hope for the future. Still we need time, but I'm sure it'll arrive. In traction I felt very good, and tyre life was very good right until the end. I could push until the last laps, and there are positive things even if the race wasn't perfect. He signed off by explaining why this was a wish come true. I'm not in my comfort zone anymore, and this is a big challenge. The result is the result, but this situation is like a wish come true, and it means I can start working, understanding each other. I would like to be at the front from the first race, but that's not fair. Fast feed. Honda's Marc Marquez has pointed out that before the race in Austin they have Misano, but he wants to focus race by race and day by day. It's true that, for example, this was one of the worst weekends in terms of physical sensation, but one of the best in terms of feeling with the bike. We'll see how we can manage Misano. Then, in Austin, of course we'll be quick, but I don't want to be fast on just a few tracks. I want to be fast everywhere, and we need to keep working, he stated. Retired MotoGP champion Jorge Lorenzo feels that Marc Marquez was usually very lucky with injuries, but last year he suffered a very serious injury in Jerez. After that, everyone was waiting for him to calm down a bit, but that didn't happen and he continues to risk a lot. VR46's Luca Marini thinks that the Misano Grand Prix will be a special event for many reasons, certainly one of the most exciting of the whole season. We will work hard to ensure that it is also one of the best races of the year. I want to have fun and entertain the public in the stands, he added. Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia thinks that sometimes the situation you are in and the people you are working with is more important. This is because you have to be at the center of the project, and in this situation you can be happier and more relaxed, and I think this is my situation, he gathered. For Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro, there was no other option but to use the soft at Aragon with the track temperature. I expected a much slower race, and when I saw the pace I was a little scared at first, but I told my boys and I wasn't too worried about the speed. I had the speed to be with the best. Maybe I hope to be a little closer to Pecco and Marc, he added. KTM Tech 3's Iker Lecuona feels that he's improving his level. In the last 3 or 4 races he's taken a big step. I improved in qualifying. I have the level to be on the podium and in MotoGP, but now that's what it is. I want to enjoy, improve, and I am very happy, he suggested. Will Pecco Bagnaia be able to continue his strong form in Misano? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.